it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a new video. It's going to be a worth the hype video, and if you're new to my channel, I like to review products and talk about products that are like super hyped up on YouTube. For example, today I'm going to be talking about the Carli Bybel palette. She talks about this palette a lot on her channel, and she does a lot of makeup tutorials, and a lot of other people talk about it, so I'm going to be letting you guys know if it's really worth the money or not, or if she just talks about it just because she wants to promote her own product. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in this video, then make sure you keep watching, and also don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so this is the Carli Bybel palette. This is the product that I'm going to be talking about today and letting you guys know if it's really worth the hype or not. So if you don't know who Carli Bybel is, she has about 5 million subscribers, or over 5 million now. She's actually from New Jersey. That's where I'm from too. She lives in North Jersey. And yeah, she's very popular. She does beautiful makeup tutorials, and she's like really big when it comes to fashion. So she came out with this palette in collaboration with BH Cosmetics. This is what the inside looks like. So it comes with eyeshadow, and then it also comes with highlighters as well. So BH Cosmetics, if you don't know who they are, they actually have like very affordable eyeshadows. BH Cosmetics is a brand that was probably my first makeup brand I ever bought from, minus like drugstore products. And yeah, they were super affordable. I still use their brushes to this day. I still use their eyeshadows. They're pretty good for the price. You kind of get what you pay for. Like, they're good quality. I don't think they're bad quality at all. So when this first came out, I was not interested in getting it just because I'm not really big when it comes to collaborations, minus like the Champagne Pop one that I bought. And I did buy the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. And I am going to kind of compare it to that one because they're actually both the same price. This is $14.99. So is the Kathleen Lights palette with Morphe. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick. This is the Kathleen Lights palette. It's very plain, and it comes with 15 shadows. And this one comes with 10 eyeshadows and 4 highlighters. It does have a mix. Oh, damn. It does have a mix of shimmers and mattes. And then for the highlighters, it has like a pinky highlighter. It has more of a warm tone, more of like a coppery one, and then a really dark one as well. And you can of course use these as eyeshadows as well. And damn it, I just dug my nail into it. So yeah, I did when I first watched this palette last night, I was actually pretty surprised at how pigmented the eyeshadows were. They are very pigmented. This is the gold, coppery, rose gold color. I'm just gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. And it's very, very pigmented, believe it or not. Like, and what I like about it is that it doesn't fade right away. Like, it does fade when you blend it in, but it's not like the Morphe shadows. Like, the Morphe shadows, they're also very, very pigmented, but I feel like they fade right away whether I use a primer or not. And these, I don't feel like that. Like, I feel like they actually do last. That was one thing that I did notice when I swatch it, because when I swatch Morphe palettes, they like fade right away off of my hands, but these ones didn't. The only bad thing I have to say about this palette is that I actually try to use MAC's mixing medium with it because I have hooded eyes, and MAC mixing medium helps prevent my eyeshadows from transferring to the top. It helps prevent that, what's going on up there, and it makes the eyeshadows more vibrant. But the MAC mixing medium did not work with these shadows for whatever reason. I mean, the shadows itself are very pigmented, but I just use MAC mixing medium to prevent that from happening, and I do like it because it does pop more, even more. But yeah, it just flaked right off with the MAC mixing medium. That's the only bad thing that I found about this palette. Another good thing about this palette is not only how pigmented the eyeshadows are, but the highlighters are amazing for such affordable price. Like, I was very, very surprised with how pigmented these highlighters are. I mean, this is the first time I've ever used it, but it didn't take much for it to really like pop and stand out, and I didn't even use a misting spray like I usually use. So I was super impressed by that. So overall, I would say this is definitely worth the hype. I do like the shadows. I do wish there was more of a variety. Like, I feel like you can really only use like the mauve tones. I feel like I still do have to go in to other eyeshadows to create a look. Like, I did have to use a black for this eye look that I'm have on now. I definitely see myself using this for a wedding that I have to do in May. So yeah, I really like it. I'm kind of mad that my nail dug into this like several times in this video. But yeah, overall, like I have nothing but good things to say about it. At first, like I didn't believe the hype. I didn't want to buy it, but I was like, you know what, let me buy it so that way I could do this video, and I was quite surprised. I got mine at Ulta, like I said, for $14.99. You can also get it on the BH Cosmetics website. If you guys are interested in this palette, I'm going to link it below, as well as all the makeup that I'm wearing on my face, because in the tutorial I did only include the eyes. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this makeup look, then make sure you keep watching. Alright, so getting started with the tutorial, here is the palette. It has like a cushion look to it. You can't see it because the camera's so bright, but yes, then I dropped it. I already set my eyes using the Tarte Shape and Tape concealer, and then I set it with that first shade. I'm then taking the lighter mauve shade in the palette with the Delium Tools brush. It's a 785 brush. Just using that as a transition shade. To give me like more of a blown out look, and then I'm taking a Morphe brush to just make sure it's all blended out. I'm then going to take that lighter shade again, just with a different brush. It's more of like a denser, smaller brush. It's a Crown BK38 round crease brush. Just putting that directly in my crease to kind of build up the color. Now taking the darker purple shade and a Sigma E38 brush, I'm going to put that in my crease and just make it darker because I want to go for like a smoky mauve look. So now I'm taking my MAC mixing medium and applying it right to the back of my hand. I then take a smaller brush to apply the MAC mixing medium to my lid, and then I go in directly with the shadow. I do this for two reasons, like I said earlier. I do it for one, so that way my shadow does not crease, because shimmer shades always transfer since I have small eyelids, and then also to make the shadow even more vibrant. Now these shadows are already very vibrant, but MAC mixing medium just makes it pop so much more, and it looks so much prettier. I mean, with these shadows, I don't know, it just didn't work. I don't know if it's because they're so buttery and they're very creamy, and that's why it didn't work. But as soon as I went to blend the other shadows around it, the shadow, like that gold shade, just started to crumble and it didn't work. So eventually I did fix it. I just took a regular brush without the MAC mixing medium and went on top of it, and it was fine. So just know, if you use the same trick as I do, it will not work with this palette. Now taking Makeup Geek's Corrupt, which is a black shade, I'm just putting that in my outer V to give it more of a smoky look, and I'm using a Zoeva brush. Now I love this palette. It's so pretty, and I think it's great for beginners, especially if you don't wear a lot of makeup. It has very soft tones in it. But if you are a makeup junkie like myself, you will probably have to use other shadows to create different looks with it, because I feel like you are kind of limited to the amount of looks that you can use with it. So I'm just going to go in and use those two purple shades for my lower lash line, and then I use a black eyeliner for my waterline. Now for a highlight, I'm using the very first highlight with the Morphe 310 brush, and this highlighter is everything. Like, it's gorgeous even without a missing spray. You don't need anything else with it. I feel like it's better than some of my other highlighters that I have that cost me like $40. This highlight is definitely everything, and if you're not into the shadows, get it just for the highlights. It's definitely worth it because you get 4 for $15, plus then you get the eyeshadows. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Worth the Hype video, and I hope you guys liked the tutorial that I did with it. If you did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Love you. Bye.